going for the turbo noise, I would always go with the 6.0. When you fully run it out of air, it takes a couple minutes. I mean, you're probably 5-10 minutes from completely empty.
Is this nigga serious? Oh, shit!
Back in the car, we spinning the bin. Slide on your man, I'ma shoot at your friend.
In today's video, I will be doing a video on a bag F-350. Now, follow me on Instagram, F-Poppin'Clutches, and make sure you guys purchase your merch, your wallets, your rock lights, and links down below in the comments as well. I heard that this guy be dragging hitch.
You going to jail?
You going to jail? Tag going out up to go. Asking my bro, is he pumping on Joe? He was telling me no, it's the nigga with smoke.
I'm going to stay here till late night so that we can see it spark. I'll see y'all at the meetup spot. Make sure y'all follow Hunter on Instagram as well, the owner, and I'll see y'all when I get there.
Check out the way I be glistening, y'all. Photo Bugatti, you mentioned me, y'all. Diamonds stay taped in my portfolio.
Alright guys, so we just made it to the spot that looks very, very, very familiar when I shot Jake Tahoe right here.
I pause your pack, can't keep no white gorilla pimp that hoe. I gorilla pimp my dope.
And this is the moment of truth where the F-250 is about to pull up. I've never seen a squad of diesel like this squatted, but we about to see it in person. Now I heard that this F-250 is massive, it is super squatted, it is bag, but we have to see it in person. I haven't seen the squad of diesel too much at all on the internet.
Stop the cap.
You hear on video they got a massive turbo. I don't know if it's stock. I'm pretty sure it's not stock. I'm pretty sure it actually built. Oh my God. That cow hood looks crazy. I know 6.0. God damn.
12 to 12, I'm tryna bust the clock to drop my rain flow. I get in that zone, I get the call and it dark mode. Love the fans so much, I hear them screaming, pipe me up more. Call me what you want, but if you know they call me young.
I know 6.0s get a lot of hate, but I don't think you can hate on this one. This one is tough. Yo, what's up, bro?
What's going on? Nice to meet you.
Bro, this truck looks good.
It's getting there. I got this truck pretty much when it was stock, and then I threw 24 14s and like 2-inch spacers on it. It just escalated from there. It went bag. Eventually it'll be front bagged, but right now it's just rear. And the truck is not done. The truck has to go to steering, and then everything's getting tore down for powder. So at the moment, this is like in the middle of the build. So there I have it. We about to get right to the video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to show the best. Follow me on Instagram, F-Poppin'Clutches. We don't want to say hello to you. We know you like the truck, but come on, bro. You messed up the video. All right, guys, so this is Moment of Truth where Hunter's about to actually do a full review of the truck, explain everything got done to it, his future plans, and how he got the truck, because I want to know, and I think you guys want to know as well. A 2006 6.0 F-350. It's not a 250. I had a chrome grill. I swapped this out for the Harley Davidson edition grill and got it paint matched along with the cowl hood. This is the 3-inch cowl hood. I don't believe they make a bigger one. It's got color matched 2-tone headlights, which I'm about to rebuild and put a projector in there and paint them again. I took springs out of a 2017 Illumiduty. So these are 8.5-inch springs. It has 2 levels in it, so a top hat and a bottom hat. Right now it should be sitting somewhere around 13 to 14 inches. It's about to go to steering and get the steering done to convert it over to Heim, because this shit's fucking horrible. You can already see that it's blowing boots and everything like that. Just getting too much pressure. I need to probably get bigger shock. Everything up here, paint match. Mirrors paint match. Has just normal lariat interior. Driver seat's ripped. All the other seats are pretty much good. I did end up swapping the rear seats out for captain's chairs. So I found those off of Facebook Marketplace. Now that I've done everything on the outside, I want to eventually get into the inside and start doing like diamond stitch seats and stuff. It has a custom bag kit, custom Kurtz fab. Damn! He's the one that did all this. I worked about almost every night with him, but he fabbed everything up. We got to go back through and touch a couple things up. We're gonna make this plate right here a little bit thicker and add some more gussets so that it's better for towing. But at the moment, this is about how it sits. We got to powder coat axles, brake calipers, everything, drive shafts, the 4-link bars, switch out some of the fittings because those are just some bullshit ones that are starting to rust for just the time being to figure everything out. It has 28 by 16 4G autos on there with floating cap on 395, 30, 28 Furies, brand new Furies. It has a 2016 F-250 rear bumper. I want to eventually do like a platinum tailgate or something just to swap it up. I have all my valves back here behind the plate. Not like a final setup, just trying to get something so we could get it and test everything out.
I understand that the truck is squatted, right? You already can't see when it's squatted, and you got a cow hood, so yeah. How's this adding up? Like, what is going on here?
I would have gone a little bit bigger. My buddy has a 4-inch, and it looks just so much better, but the 3 inches, I'm pretty sure is the only one that I could find.
Now, would you ever hood stack this truck or no?
So everybody tells me to hood stack it. I just can't fathom hood stacking and cutting a huge hole and a hood that already has costed me about 1,500 bucks. So the hood alone shipped to my door was $1,014, and then I had to get it painted for like another $5. So I'm probably in at 1,500 bucks. Like I said, I mean, it's not finalized, so a lot of the stuff we're kind of piecing together.
I heard this truck pull up, and I can already tell it's not a stock turbo.
So it is a Titan 9-blade. It's a 61, 67. It's a VGT turbo, so obviously it'll switch between the two. And then it has injectors. It's fully bulletproof, studded, deleted. It has the blue spring kit. About to get a sump here soon, probably like a fast or an air dog system.
They know what they did when I step in it, bitch. If a nigga move wrong, get left in it, bitch. We ain't going for shit, man. I know that I'm rich, but I still up.
Your bags move pretty fast. You have half-inch lines right there?
So Gabe, in all his trucks, he always runs half-inch lines. It still runs pretty fast for a semi-truck bag that completely goes all the way down, and it fully extends at 22 inches. So people that don't know, they think 22 inches, they're like, oh, that bag brings you up to a 22-inch lift. It's not true, because you have to think about it. Mine literally sits on the tire. So you have to go from basically a negative lift all the way up. So basically it goes up to about a 10.5, maybe around 11-ish, and then now with the front being 5 inches taller than it was.
I want to actually let him air it out. I want y'all to see how close this bed is to this tire. Look at this. Literally on the tire.
So it hits on the back side of the fender. When we had actually did this, so the way that Gabe does his trucks, he does it very nice. He actually did Joey's, a buddy of mine before me. He usually makes it to where he uses SS8s. I was the first test trial for a lot of things. Semi-truck bags. He's never done a truck with semi-truck bags, but with mine being so big, he kind of had to. Never done dual tanks, so I have 2 5-gallon tanks instead of just one, so you have to piggyback them together. And there's a couple other things that I could go on about. Firestone says that these bags max collapse at 6.9 inches. And we measured for 7.9 to give us about an inch above the tire to where I would have a nice little gap. They must not have a bump stop in them, because when they go all the way down, they're way lower than the 6.9 inches that they said, because I mean, obviously we measured for an inch above and you can't even fit a finger in there. So
how long does a process take like this to get done?
Usually he says that he can do them about within a month. Mine happened to take a little bit longer. It took about 2 months. I was there working with him. He would mainly do all the welding and stuff like that. I don't know personally how to weld, but I can turn bolts and kind of put things together and help him with that.
Now keep in mind, everything on this truck is completely fabricated. Like, he made everything himself.
He cut these out on a CNC table, and some of these brackets like this, at first you can see a line here where he has welded. At first it would just stop here, and then we realized that the bag was folding over and it was gonna rub and actually pinch the bag, so then we had to extend the plate some. So these is not finalized. We actually have to go back and thicken this up and then obviously make it to where it extends out and there's not a weld right there. He did definitely a really good job at fabbing, and I mean, you can see his welds are really good. Custom shock mount, I did mess up the weld right there. This is your top bag plate, your panhard bar that runs all the way down across. You go underneath, you have your shock mounts down there at the bottom. Completely custom. I have people ask me all the time, where'd you get your kit? You can't find it. It's not something that you can just buy off of any lift kit shop.
If you took a guess, I know your price isn't anybody else's price. You took a guess, how much do you think you would charge to do something like on a truck like this?
He usually charges about, I think, 6,500 bucks to 6 grand, and I'm pretty sure that includes powder. Don't mark my words on that. I didn't do powder coat because I have another guy. Axles, drive shafts, brake calipers, rotors, my 4-link bar, everything. I'm already kind of bored with it, other than the fact it's like not done yet, so I know that I can keep telling myself it's not done. I do want to get the front done. I keep getting offers on people wanting to buy it, so it is for sale. I'm always up to selling anything, so.
Who ain't got go? Stop. Anything while y'all copy. To my bitches, not an option. Yeah.
Alright guys, so this is the moment of truth where I'm about to actually drive the truck. I see that the ABS light is on and the check-in light on. Is that something I need to be worried about?
The ABS, the wire got cut and my steering's a little fucked. Obviously you're stretching it so high and I gotta take it to steering to get high.
Oh shit, here we go again. Worst place in the world.
You're a victim! Oh! Check engine light is just from the MAF sensor.
But we ain't gonna break down nothing, right?
No, we ain't breaking down. You're very few people to drive this truck. Actually, since it's been done, ain't like nobody driven it.
Alright, so you don't have an alignment, huh?
With a straight axle, it's a little bit different because you're not like, there's not really as much toe and everything like that. You're basically just straightening the steering wheel. So like you'll notice when you start going straight that my steering wheel isn't straight. I just didn't tighten the steering, I just kind of threw it in.
What do you mean by that?
I just didn't tighten the steering, I just kind of threw it in.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
You're supposed to like rotate this little piece and straighten the steering wheel out, and I didn't do all that, so.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You'll know that it's loose because all the bushings are pretty much fucked because I just keep stacking lifts and going up higher and higher. You'll definitely feel it like when you're turning and shit.
I can't get over the turbo. This truck sounds so good.
That's all the time. It never, like, it doesn't get any quieter than that.
So tell me about the tune.
It's off of a SCT tuner. It's not like any like custom tunes or nothing like that.
So you can't adjust it?
No, no. So the 6.0 is one of the only like trucks that Ford made to where you can't have it shift on the fly. Program it with a tune. It takes a couple minutes to program it, and then you just drive on that. So like, it could be on a hot tune, it could be on a toe tone. Like that's what you run all the time, unless you go through this like little tuner down here and you tune it.
Oh my God, this truck sounds so good.
A lot of people usually complain about it. Like if I park anywhere for more than like 10 minutes, I usually get the cops called.
Oh my God.
So this is meant for all air, so this would be like your front and rear. This is your left bag, this is your right bag, and then all these your equalizers. So you can let a little bit of air out of the passenger side, it's leaning, and then you click an equalizer, and it forces air to where it balances them out.
Which one drops the boat?
This one. Oh, shit!
Stepping at the motherfucker.
I love this truck, bro. Why am I keep doing videos on bag trucks, bro? It's like, it's rubbing off on me. I was talking so much shit about bag trucks, but now you can't get over this.
No, this truck used to lean a little bit. It wasn't like super squatted, but I would drive it down the road with like a decent amount of lean, and then it just got to the point to where I got banned from the beach and couldn't go on the beach anymore, and I'm like,
County Council's considering a ban of trucks, but not all trucks, squatted trucks.
it's just gonna come a time where they ban it completely. So I just figured get on bags now, get ahead of the game before.
How long does it take the bag to build up air?
When you fully run it out of air, it takes a couple minutes. I mean, you're probably 5-10 minutes from completely empty.
How do you know how much air you got in there? You don't have no PSI gauge?
I just go based off feel. So I mean, at any moment you could run it.
Why is it yanking when I just hit the brakes?
Because this brake caliper, the sliders on it are locking up a little bit. But I'm powder coating the brake caliper, so I'm like, why buy it now? In a couple days, I'm gonna tear the whole truck down and do it. So it's like, I just let it slide for a little while.
Is it scary coming off the highway and just...
No, my last couple of trucks, like the steering was way fucking worse. I'm used to driving trucks with like loose play in the steering. It was good before I just lifted it up more.
Come on, man.
So let me ask you this. We're about to take it on the highway, right? What's like around the speed that you go so that it'll be everything, you know, safe? Because you said it got played.
Once you learn to play, you're fine. I usually cruise around like 85, 80. And if you want to take it easy, you could do like 75.
Okay.
For real? Me too. Maybe I'll put on a seatbelt. We're going on a trip in our favorite piece of shit. Doing 95. We're gonna. I usually drive literally like this. I'll hold the steering wheel and I'll kick my feet up and I'll put it on cruise control and just sit back and lean and drive it just like that. Swear to God.
Let's go gambling.
Merge onto the highway. I want y'all to hear how loud this truck is. Oh my God. Why didn't I get a Ford?
I truly think you can't beat the sound of like a 6.0 with how loud the turbo is. I mean, not a lot of people like the turbo. So like some of the other, like a Duramax or something like that does sound nicer. If you're going for the turbo noise, I would always go with the 6.0.
Oh my God. And I barely just touched the gas. Jesus, man.
I'm not in competition with my homies, I'm whipping in competition in the rollers. I knew my opposition never knew me, they wouldn't be opposition if they know me. I made a proposition to my hitters, I told them to knock them down if you owe me. I just been sliding around, handling bidding, we moving, we got pounds in them 40s. Them niggas got shot down, we was whoring my homie a op now, so we on her. I was like 16 with the Mac on me deep in the field like it's Pop Warner. Where did the shit scene, niggas cracked on me when they got...
How do you begin it to roll cold?
Because it has injectors and a turbo and everything, usually you can like get on it from like a low speed and it'll smoke out a little bit, but then I also have like a smoke switch, so you just flip the switch and it opens up the vanes to the VGT turbo, so it makes it like a big turbo and it just starts dumping fuel as you're going and it'll make a big cloud of smoke. It mainly works better like the slower you are. Usually it's a lot more with the tip and everything.
Oh!
Now you see it.
Okay, now I see it.
And then when you want to just keep driving, you just flick the switch and it's back to pretty much normal. So all it does is just open up the vanes to the turbo since it's a VGT, not like a Cummins or anything like that where it's just a straight, like that's whatever size turbo you have. This one is a 61 to 67. It's better for fuel economy on the highway when you're going at a faster speed, but when you're on low end, it'll just dump fuel.
I felt it lose power.
You're losing power because it's like not bogging it down, but it's acting as a big turbo. That's why when you're at low end and you get on it, it's dumping fuel. The turbo's not even able to get it all. When it's a smaller turbo, it can spool up quicker, and if it's a bigger turbo, it takes longer to spool up. That's all that rolling coal is. All that black smoke is just unburned fuel.
Can I go this fast and drop it?
Yeah, just watch when you drop it so it doesn't sit on the tire.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I love it. Oh my god, bro. I'm not gonna lie, if somebody wants to buy this truck, I think you should.
Every offer I've had offers in like the high 30s. I just had somebody hit me the other day at 40. I practically almost ride around with the title in it. I mean, obviously not, because it's not safe, but and it's ready to go at any moment.
I hear that 6.0s get a lot of hate.
What happens a lot of the time is you'll get a younger kid or even an older guy that gets this, like a middle-aged man, and they tune them and they don't stud them. When you don't stud these trucks, because from factory they come with fewer studs and they're a lot smaller. If you don't get ARP head studs and you actually stud it and fully bulletproof it, then I mean it'll blow up a lot easier because you're throwing a tune on it and you're going out there and beating on it. It's just on how well you maintain it and fix the little weak areas that it has, you know.
So this is the moment of truth where Hunter's about to actually swap the ball out so that I can drive the truck and he can drive the truck. You can see this one is already shaved. That's the new ball.
Y'all have seen my bag Tahoe. It was the first video I did with Poppin', and
I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
I've always wanted to do this. I've seen it done, but this is something I always wanted to do myself.
When I see you again.
If anybody has ball hitches and wants to sponsor, let me know, because I got more than 20 of these fried at my house. I try not going to like the parts stores and buying them for a ridiculous amount of money, just because it's not worth it for the 15 seconds that you have it.
So this is the moment of truth where we're about to actually drop the hitch and I'm going to drag ball. We're going to hopefully get some sparks. I've done it with RJ truck before, but this is my first time doing it with a F-350. I said F-250 earlier, but F-350. He said we got to go 40 miles per hour.
About 40 is when it actually like sparks.
Okay. His car's coming. Am I still good?
Yeah, you're still good.
Oh my God. Holy. Did I do good? Did I have good sparks, you think? Or
yeah, I mean, maybe it's.
It feel like I could have went faster. I feel like I gave up on gas. I stopped.
Well, I mean, it's hard to see during the day too. It's mainly like a nighttime thing.
Where the fuck my blunt? Where the fuck my cup? Where the fuck my wreath?
Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. This thing gets low. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Oh, I think I had enough of driving today. This is definitely one of my favorite trucks out of reviews. I like this thing right here.
He got drug money. Yeah. That's an expensive game. Yeah. I got expensive shooter. Yeah. He got expensive aim. Yeah. You know it's loud Uzi. Yeah. That's an expensive name.